Hello, everybody. I'm coming at you from the lovely waters of Washington. I'm on my way to an island to meet up with a friend so we can work on my business. But I did want to touch base and talk to you all about mentors and why it's important to select your mentors wisely. Um, so, I learned about the 33% rule when I watched a TED Talks conference. And a few months ago, the rule is that 33% of people you mentor, the other 33% are people who are just like you, they're your peers, they're doing the same thing as you. And then the other 33% is they're your mentors. And with this equation, then you're always giving and receiving and you're moving forward. And a few months ago, I went to the Facebook hackathon in Seattle, in our Facebook office here in Seattle. And one of the girls asked me if I had mentors. And I loved her. She was so enthusiastic about life. I loved her vibrant, youthful energy. And I asked her if she had any. And mentor is something I had been in search of since I left law school in Arizona. So this is a completely different world for me. I don't even know where I'm going or what exactly it is that I'm doing, but I'm sent here to do something. And I didn't feel like many of the people I had could be mentors because I felt like I had a lot of life experiences that far surpassed their own, and my mentality was a bit aged. So what I mean by that is there are several consciousnesses that we all have, and not everybody has the same consciousnesses as you. So living in a world with physical body, with body parts as female, that's one type of consciousness. You are more attuned to different things with this consciousness. And being seen as a minority in this world, that's another type of consciousness. Having the experiences that I've had, traveling, working in higher education, finishing college, touring with the Grateful Dead, like doing all of this before, 25, and having, a midlife, quote unquote, a quarter life crisis, which is when I traveled through Mexico and Guatemala for 11 months, turned out to be what a lot of my friends have as midlife crisis. And most of my friends had been older, just all different ages, but during the period of meeting my friends in the band, The Grateful Dead, it's been, they're much older, so like my company is different. And also, growing up Nigerian, that's just the thing. You sit with your elders, so that's what I mean, that when you come to meet certain people, they will try to mentor you, but they don't have the knowledge and the ability to penetrate into certain situations that you probably have. They don't see things in a way that you probably haven't seen, and not everybody is completely optimistic. When I was in Ghana, West Africa, working on my master's in social work and teaching 6th grade, there were other teachers there as well. And one of my students left her diary open. And of course, I was teaching 4 classrooms of 55 children. And they're all in 6th grade. So, you're starting to like guys. But in our very West African culture, it's always school first. Anyway, the guy that she liked ended up reading it, and it was announced to everybody in the entire classroom. And the one teacher that when she was sobbing, just looked at her and said, "Well, don't do that again. Now you know not to do that again." It's just kind of like, well, duh. What she's going to need is some real advice to help move her forward, right? Because this is like embarrassment. Not everybody has the wherewithal to, and the communicative capacity to relate certain situations and help you turn it into a win or a true teaching moment. And that was one of my messages to her after this girl, now jumping back to the Facebook hackathon, answered my question, do you have any mentors? And she said yes. The girl that I have as a mentor works at Boeing, and she knows all about how to save your money and stash it. And she gave me my first Tiffany's. And at that point, I kind of didn't say anything. I just kind of like pursed my lips together, and I was like, just nod my head. And if that's all that there is to you, that's great. But I don't want any mentors that work for the man. Like, just because you work at Boeing, you're still stepping and fetching, right? And I'm all about financial freedom and really embracing this time in my 20s. After all the things that I've been through, you guys can pick up my book, which is coming out soon. I talk a lot about that, and in different YouTube videos that I do. But my message to you all out there is it's okay to have people that you look to, but a lot of times people searching for mentors are in very vulnerable situations. You listen to almost everything this person has to say about life, and not everybody is as real or as positive as they need to be. So take a breath, just breathe, and ask yourself, what do I want? And then select mentors that support your learning and help acknowledge your mistakes that you have, without adding any additional pain to what you're already going through. So my mentors are people who look like you. It's just all in their character. You can see that there is a light about them. You can see that there is it's like a magic about them, and you can feel it in their presence. You can hear it in everything that they do. You see it in how people react to them. And this is not just celebrity. I mean, because anybody can join the Illuminati and like pledge their life to Satan. But which, hey, if you all are all about that Jay-Z life, go for it. But I don't do all that. And just find somebody whose character you really go for. If they do things and share things in their life that is not so sharky, but it's very transparent and positive, that's definitely somebody you want to follow in light of. There's so much youth here that is so impressionable, and we have to be careful with the messages that we're sending to them. Honest messages, yes, but they need to be ones of true reflection and of coming from a much higher learning space. So if you like this video, comments, tell me what your mentors are like, if you have any, if you're in search of any. And the end of the story, the Facebook story. So we built an app, or a bot actually, that helps connect people with mentors in their community. So that's how the Facebook hackathon ended. I stayed 2 days, but not the last 2 hours to find out who won. After like 48 hours, you're just kind of tired of hacking. So I went back to my regularly scheduled life. And subscribe, share this video if you like its content, and know that there is nothing wrong with any of the people that I mentioned. If you or your family works for Boeing, or that's what you think is going to be like your dream situation, like, I support it, as long as it's something that, again, you ask yourself, what do you want? So, all right, I love you guys.